Our Continual and Absolute Need of Christ by John Fawcett. Yes, He is very precious to you who believe. 1 Peter 2, verse 7. The sense we have of our continual and absolute need of Christ has a tendency to engage our affections to Him. At our first conversion, when we were turned from darkness to light, we saw ourselves lost, and that none but Christ could save us. We felt the wounds of a guilty conscience, and we knew that He alone could heal them. We trembled before the offended majesty of God, and we were persuaded that He alone could deliver us from the wrath to come. We saw that there was no remission of sin, no reconciliation with God, no salvation, but through Jesus. Hence, He became, at that period, all in all to us. We still see the absolute necessity of this precious Savior in every respect, so that without Him we can do nothing, as He Himself has told us. We have need of Him when we are dark, to enlighten us, when we are dull and lifeless, to quicken us, when we are weak, to strengthen us, when we are tempted, to support us, when we have fallen, to raise and restore us, when we are disquieted with fears, to encourage us, when we are full of doubts and perplexity, to comfort us and give us peace, when we are staggering at the promises through unbelief, to increase our faith. As none but Christ can do these things for us, He must be precious to our souls. Yes, He is very precious to you who believe. 1 Peter 2, verse 7. If Jesus Christ is precious to us, the bent of our souls will be towards Him. We shall choose Him above and beyond every other object as our most desirable portion, an exceeding great reward. If anything in this world is chosen by us as our chief good, our hearts will run out in strongest affections towards it. We shall look for our felicity in that object, be it what it may. That object, therefore, and not Christ, will be most precious unto us. If our regard for the Redeemer is supreme, as it ought to be, our whole hearts will go out after Him in the most intense longings and with the most ardent desires. The heart of a believer is restless until it obtains a solid hope and persuasion of Christ's love, a growing conformity to Him, and sincere delight in Him. The soul rests and acquiesces in Him alone, and is not happy without the enjoyment of some tokens of His love. The language of such a one is, if I have Christ for my friend and my everlasting portion, I have all. When His face is hidden and His comforts withdrawn, I seek Him with restless desire, and often cry, "Oh, that I knew where I might find Him." Reign, blessed Jesus, in my heart. Reign supreme and without a rival. I would sincerely love You above all things in heaven or earth. I see that You are infinitely glorious in Yourself and worthy of my highest esteem and love. You are the only all-sufficient good, the overflowing spring of grace and blessedness. All things beneath and besides You are vanity and emptiness. In comparison with You, they are less than nothing. You have drawn my heart towards You, and made me willing to make choice of You as my Savior and my portion. I would renounce all that the world calls good or great, that I may be entirely Yours. Be my everlasting inheritance. and I shall desire nothing that the world can bestow. Whom have I in heaven but you? There is nothing on earth that I desire in comparison of you. What can the present world afford to tempt me to relinquish you? I would therefore bid adieu to the gaudy pomps and empty vanities of life, and give my heart supremely to you. Oh, may all the alluring trifles and vain delights of this world stand aloof from my heart, for I have devoted it to my Redeemer for his habitation. Keep your distance, O captivating delusions, from the gates of my heart, where you alone should dwell. There may you reign alone over all my desires forever.